tuned out the burbles in my stock map. I'm on stage 2 right now. I forgot to tune out the burbles in the stage 2. So the stage 2 tune sounds like ridiculous, but then my stock map sounds really good, which is really what I drive around on 99% of the time. This car is just like incredibly torquey with the stage 2 map, so I find myself usually just sticking to the stock tune. It's like plenty of power for this car, and it's really well balanced, I think, just like stock, 500 horsepower. Super well balanced. Beautiful morning here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Actually, we might be in South Carolina at this point. I'm not even positive, but I'm just cruising around in the, if you know, like the Waxhaw area. This is like south Waxhaw area. They have this little coffee joint called Crossroads. It's like kind of like a small mom and pop coffee joint. Gotta support the small businessman. Just decided to go for a little early Saturday morning cruise. I'm gonna get a nice little drive in this morning, wash the car, and then get on with my day. Figured I'd bring you guys along for the ride, so enjoy. Boogies, bro. Yo, the single mid-pipe is so good. 100% the way to go. I don't even understand how people can compare this to the EqualLink, man. Like, that 2K rasp, and even just like the overall body, like of the tone on the EqualLink, it's not it. It's definitely not it. See F80 Ho? He figured it out. It just sounds way better, man. Like under full load, you'll get a little bit of rasp up top, but it's really more like just that S55 tone, which you're never gonna escape that. It's just like the motor and the turbos and the way it sounds. But at like, you know, 5K, you'll start to hear it. Like right there, you know? But again, that's the way the car sounds. So if you don't want that, then you should just sell the car. Probably. And go for like, you know, B58 or something like that. Or even S58. S58 sound really good too. God damn. See, I'm not capping, guys. I'm not lying to you. If I switch over to my other tune. Alright, now listen. Just like 2. You know what I mean? Way less than the other tune. I think that sounds pretty good. Maybe I would even reduce it maybe just a little bit more. But when I tuned it out, because with like the multi-map setup, you have to like set the burbles up in each slot, like how you want each tune to be. I thought I had changed the second one, but apparently I did not. So now we're back in the stock tune. Man, it's a big difference. Like going from the stock tune to stage 2, you can feel it immediately. It's a pretty drastic power bump from like the stock car to the stage 2, especially since I have all the supporting modifications and everything. As soon as you go to the stage 2, everything just like flows a lot better. The car seems to respond really, really nice to these modifications. I don't know what I'm at probably like, I don't know, 520 wheel or something with stage 2, I would guess. I'm just like throwing a number at the wall. But it, yeah, man, it just feels good. Like overall, it doesn't really feel like you need to do a crazy amount of stuff to this car. Like I've talked to a lot of people who have done upgraded turbos on these cars, and you kind of just like take away from the balance and the overall drivability of the car. Like it's just already so, it's got really good power, but they're just so torquey that if you were to go down that road, I think I would just rather do like a full single turbo kit on it rather than upgrade the twins. I think that that's probably, dude, look how gorgeous this is. I think that that's probably the way to go for this car, in my opinion. I think the upgraded twins, like, you could probably tune it to get it pretty good, but this car's just so damn torquey, man. And I'm sure actually larger turbos probably help with some of that torque. Should take a little bit longer to spool and whatnot, but all right, so now we're back in stage 2. Yeah, they're about the same. I guess the burbles are about the same. I gotta reduce them though. They're a little bit much. Yeah, so stage 2 has like 3 pops. Stock tune has like 1, 2. But yeah, anyway, so like with this car, it's really good where it's at. I mean, I think that even if you did like an E-blend tune, you can run full E85 on these cars because of they have dual high pressure fuel pumps that are actually quite good, and you can just run straight up E85 on the stock setup without going like PI or anything like you have to do with the B58. But I really don't know if it's necessary with this car. It's just like kind of really good where it's at, you know. I think once you go down a certain road with some of these cars, you just kind of like throw off the whole balance and natural characteristic of the car, the way that it drives. I've kind of learned that over time, you know, like when we're younger, we tend to just chase horsepower. And then once we mature and like get older a little bit and like kind of fall into our ways with driving and being car enthusiasts and experiencing these cars, we sort of just, I don't know, change the way that we enjoy the vehicles. And I've kind of gone to this world where, don't get me wrong, I still love like building up cars and making them crazy fast and cool and all that, but I've kind of just like come into this world where I'm just very content with some of these cars, like the way that they are. Especially this one, like I bought it because I liked the way that it drove, and I don't really want to like ruin that, you know. Sometimes when you throw a bunch of stuff at these cars, you kind of end up ruining the way that it drives. But there's definitely cars out there that, you know, they're made for certain things. Dude, stage 2 is fast. Stage 2 is quick, man. I'm telling you. Like, it feels faster than my 600 wheel Supra and 340. But dyno, man, who knows? It feels fast though. It really does. It feels very fast. But most importantly, it drives so good, man. This car handles so fucking good, dude. It's just unbelievable. Like straight out of the gate, it's just so rigid and so stiff and so predictable and balanced, and it's just great, man. It's such a sick car. But yeah, back to what I was saying, like there's definitely certain cars, you know, that you buy to just full send it and like get as much horsepower as possible, and then there's certain cars that you just kind of don't want to mess with that much, and this is one of those cars where I really don't feel the need to mess with it that much because of the fact that it is a GTS, you know, because it is a really good car from the factory. I'm looking at a couple of other options for another car or like the next car or whatever. I kind of just want to keep the GTS in the garage how it is, like not slap a bunch of more parts on it, not go down that modification road, just like kind of enjoy the car and drive it whenever I have the opportunity, take it to the mountains, do Tail of the Dragon, hit that track day stuff. Like that's kind of how I see the future of this car being for my personal ownership. But then I want to buy another car where I can like kind of full send it, you know, and do crazy shit and like port injection, you know, crazy fast tune, maybe built motor, you know, stuff like that. Because I think that if you definitely have to have multiple cars when you're going down this road, but if you're only focusing on like one build, and it's one of those type of builds. It just, those types of things just take time, and like things go wrong a lot. You can't have like a reliable race car, you know what I mean? Once you go down that road of like built motor, port, you're adding meth, you're adding all of these things to the car, it's just not, the nature of it is not going to be a very reliable car. Whereas this car is just more of like my personal enjoyment car as is. You don't really have to do a lot to it anyways. It's just such a good car, man. But yeah, really enjoying this thing, dude. It's just such a wicked car. Ooh, damn, E46, super clean. That motherfucker was clean, dog. Let's go back and check it out. The thing was fucking sick. You'll see Spencer, our boy Spencer Burke, just got an E46 M3. Happy for him, man. He seems really hyped. Dude, E46s are badass. I don't care who said what. Oh, don't scrape. Oof, yeah, definitely scraped. Oof. You didn't hear that, I promise. You didn't hear it. Bro, look at how clean this fucking E46 is, dog. I'm parking next to him, say what's up. Look at this thing, dude. God, it's so good. Dude, was really cool. Very, very clean car. Extraordinary clean. You know what's really funny? He was like, yeah, you know, I haven't done anything to it. Like, they're just kind of better off stock. And I'm like, bro, I was literally just saying that on camera. It was literally exactly what I was talking about on camera was exactly what he said. But that thing has 200-some thousand miles on it, and it's super, super clean. And it's just completely stock. I think it's lowered a little bit maybe, but it's just completely stock. And it looks so good. It looks so good. He took really good care of that car. To have 200,000 miles on it and for it to be that mint is, kudos, man. Kudos to you. So yeah, it was just funny that he brought that up. He's like, yeah, you know, sometimes when you just like throwing these parts on, you really take away from the car. I'm like, wow, I was literally just saying that. So funny how that works. Anyways, time to head home and wash this little thing. That I'll never be quite alone. This makes me act like I'll never get out right. Working hard,